Okay, hello, welcome to Atlantic Ocean Watch on YouTube. I'm Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok and Instagram, where I do watches and other things I am interested in, and you might be interested in too. Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok and Instagram. Today's video is going to be about the STEELDIVE SD1984 watch. Alright, so let's get into the box. Like Addis Dive, STEELDIVE, regular box, regular, owner's manual and warranty card. There's the watch. Some engraving on the back of the watch. I like it a lot. Of course, it's blue. I love blue, so a regular plain old buckle with STEELDIVE engraved in it.
How much was that?
Nice lady at the beach in Norfolk at the fishing pier. Shout out to everybody in Norfolk, my hometown. So this is a 1 month review of owning this timepiece. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I like it a whole lot, and it's probably amongst my favorite timepieces on this channel. It may be my favorite timepiece I've ever reviewed on this channel. But is it perfect? No. It is unfortunately not perfect, and I want to tell you about a couple of things as we get on the video. Alright. Underwater performance. My friends, no ingress at all. 200 meters of water resistance with this watch. Unfortunately, underwater night performance, not that great. The naked eye can see it some, but not the brightest I've had. Mr. Krabs, he agrees.
I'm keeping track of time. It never satisfies. They wait for a new day. Walking away, getting close to you. Another day, I keep searching for the truth. Walking away, getting close to you. Searching for the truth. Not easy to feel lost. It's easy to feel lost.
Now, if you're Mr. and Mrs. Fancy Pants, you can do custom logo with this watch. It appears to be a minimum order of 50 pieces if you want to do a custom logo for the watch. The movement is the very reliable Seiko NH36 movement. And of course the brand is STEELDIVE. Okay, night performance, a little better compared to some other watches you've already seen on the channel, but a little bit better, but still not the brightest, but to the naked eye, bright enough. And for most of us who are not professional divers or even amateur divers, the Lume will get the job done just fine. Now there are multiple colors available, and if you get the metal bracelet versions as well, folding clasp with a safety will come on the versions with a metal bracelet. Of course, 20 bar, 200 meters of water resistance. Again, the model number is SD1984 from STEELDIve. Okay, so in this part of the video, I am doing a tour bus trip. There's one of the buses right there. My bus is actually around the back of the hotel. So right around this point, it's almost 1 month of owning this thing. And so one thing I noticed recently was it's about, because look at my watch, look at my watch, look at my phone, it's 18:14 on my phone, but the watch is telling me that it's 18:10 right now. So about 4 to 5 minutes off at this point. And depending on how I edit this video, you guys will see this timepiece in the water back home at the beach multiple times, probably in Norfolk too, depending on how I edit the video. But I'm up here in Lynchburg because, as a lot of you guys know, when I'm not working in the bicycle industry, I work in the tour bus industry, and we have a group up here at a summer camp that's nearby. So it's hot today. It's like around 91, I think it's the high for today. Here in Lynchburg, Virginia, not too far from Liberty. I'm just in a pool messing around while listening to music and a couple of documentaries listening to also on YouTube. And we're gonna put this into this pool just to show you guys that there's no ingress, because some of the film I've already shot back home at the beach, because of the silt and stuff, it may not be quite as clear. So this is gonna be a chance to see that no ingress at all. The screw down crown is doing pretty well, and I haven't had any issues with it. So let's put it in the water. So no issues at all. This one's been pretty good so far. The bezel movement on it, I'll show it to y'all. Let me put this in a position where I can do that a little bit better than what I currently have it in. So the bezel's not bad. It's pretty, the clicks on it are pretty distinctive with it. I haven't had any problems with it, and honestly there's no back play at all. I've had timepieces up here that I like a lot that were a lot more expensive than this STEELDIve version of the legendary Seiko Monster, and yeah, there's no problems with back play at all. And for those of you who are watch geeks like we all are, because we do this kind of stuff, everyone knows that Seiko, unless you're talking about something like a Grand Seiko or something like that, that Seikos always suffer from alignment issues. And the STEELDIve variant of their Monster, I have not been able to detect any kind of alignment issues at all. And of course the bezel itself, like, no back play. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to think back to all the watches we reviewed here on Atlantic Ocean Watch, and I've had some really great watches that I've really loved, I've reviewed, even another Steel Dive and multiple Addies dives, but I think all of them, even one of the Teuchmeisters, I've reviewed 2 Teuchmeisters up here, I think all of them have had like a slight bit of like back play, and so this might be the very first one that I've ever reviewed on the channel that has, from what I can detect, like 0 back play on the bezel. So normal thing, 120, you know, unidirectional rotating. That's, I mean, it's yeah, it's not bad at all. I'm really impressed with it, and like I said, at this point in the video, it's almost a month, and I try to do the month-long reviews of everything up here because I think that gives you all watching this a better idea if you should take your hard-earned money and get a product or whatever that I'm reviewing up here on the channel. So at this point, I still have one more week, probably maybe a little bit over a week, that I'll probably do some more filming before I do editing and stuff, add music, all that fancy stuff, and then upload this. But so far so good. And since I had an opportunity to put this in the pool here in Lynchburg, Virginia, because back home at the beach in Virginia Beach, the water's been it's been more murky than in previous years, so I haven't had an opportunity to get the kind of shots underwater that I wanted to get, and this allows me to get a shot underwater so you guys can see there's no ingress problems at all.
Thank you.
So the case thickness is 13.65 millimeters. The band width is 22 millimeters. Of course, the box it comes in is plastic. The glass is a sapphire crystal. The back of the case, of course, is solid, but it's engraved. Pretty cool engraving that I like a whole lot. And of course, like I mentioned before, it's a Japanese NH36, which is a mechanical movement. All the Seiko movements are reliable, and I am very happy with it. And of course, in this scene, or the scene of this past, milkshake performance was no problem, and coming up, ice cream performance, as you'll see, was also not a problem. Milkshake and ice cream performance, folks, just like underwater performance, is very important that your watch functions properly when you're consuming milkshakes and, of course, ice cream from Cowlick Creamery, in this case in Cape Charles. And previously I was at another ice cream place in wonderful Asheville, North Carolina. Keiko's Surf Shop. I love Keiko's. You guys see me wearing a lot of their shirts. I love going over there. The staff is always nice to me. Keiko's Surf Shop. They're not sponsoring me, but those guys are always awesome to me when I'm on the Eastern Shore. Anyway, guys, I'm going to give this timepiece 4 clocks out of 5 clocks, because the only thing about it I don't like is I wish the loom was more powerful, a lot more powerful, and I'd be curious to see if an actual Seiko Monster is brighter than this version of the legendary Seiko Monster. So one day I've got to review a Monster on this channel, and we can hopefully do those comparisons then. Thank you for watching Atlantic Ocean Watch. I'm Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok, Atlantic Ocean Watch on Instagram. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and go get this watch. I love it. Take care.